So we had a lesson today on percent proportion. And as you can see here, we talked about two different ways to recognize this. We know that the percent, we have the percent in the problem, it always goes over 100. And other than that, we have to identify what is the part of the problem we're talking about and what is the whole of the problem we're talking about. So there's another way to look at this. Let's look at the next slide. We can also remember these two words. If there's something connected to the word is, it's going to be the part. And if there's something connected to the word of, it is going to be the whole. So keep that in mind as we work some practice problems. Okay, so here is one from your homework tonight that I'm going to show you how to do. It says 200 is what percent of 50? So in this case, look carefully at the problem. What do we want to know? Well, we want to know the percent. And then we've got this number here that's attached to is, and this number here that's attached to of. So let's think about what we said. We said is over of. So we're going to try that. We're going to say the is 200 of 500. So we know that's our of. What percent? We don't know that. So we're going to make this x. And then we're going to say this is 100 because this number is always 100. So when we say 200 is what percent of 500, then I just come here, I cross multiply to solve a proportion and divide to get the answer x equals 40%. Now, we could have a real world type problem. Might be something like this. 1 out of 4 students eat peas. What percent is that? What percent is that? So again, we don't know our percent. So let's underline what we do know. What percent? We need to know what that is. So let's set that side up. We've got percent over 100. So that's going to be our x. Now this time, we don't know the is and the of. We know 1 and 4. So think about what's the partial number of students and what's the whole number we're talking about. Well, the partial number is 1. That's the ones that like peas. And 4 is our whole. So when we go to solve this, we just do our cross multiply and divide. And then we would get 25%. X equals 25%. So sometimes you're going to have to know the whole and the part, but a lot of times you can go ahead and use the is and the of. So this is how you can solve percent proportion.